to do with snakes in her signatures or anything like that. But, I mean, whatever. She's a snake lady. She likes snakes. Her spear's kind of like a really long, spooky snake.
Okay.
Whatever.
We have Game 1 winner semis between Stevenator and... Oh, wait. It says Exa. That's not supposed to say Exa. Send that to Pugsy.
Stevenator looking to catch those neutral airs. Pugsy getting the first attack of the game with the side light into Sair. Gets the down light. Can't follow it up with the Sair. But Stevenator throws his weapon. Gets some damage off. Pugsy working his spear.
Yeah, using those downlights and ground pounds just to send Stevenator flying across the map. Stevenator trying to get in with the axe right now. I feel like he wants to toss this aside. Instead of tossing it, he gets disarmed.
The amount of pressure that Pugsy is putting out and the difficulty that Stevenator has getting in, I don't think he wants to be an animal today.
Teros using side airs. Trying to get him with a downer, but Pugsy finds him with
Gets him with the ground pound, takes the stock, bouncing him off the island.
I feel like these ground pounds should not be hitting as much as they are, but Pugsy's just doing an excellent job of trying to cover Stevenator's landing. It's like Stevenator wants to get in.
Excellent side stick from
and
Pugsy
below.
to punish him.
Stevenator holding onto the hammer.
Catch the dare. He finding his neutral air, going for that N-sig, doesn't catch, goes for another N-sig and gets punished. There was 3 N-sigs, all of them whipping, but he does find the recovery into ground pound to take the stock and even it up 2-2, although sitting at an orange.
It was so interesting to see that because Stevenator just like was
N-sig,
and then just kills him because he was getting punished on every N-sig and then
sometimes
just takes
the
one
fundamentals
recovery.
are the best thing to use.
Yeah, bringing
As you
Pugsy
can see now with Pugsy using that neutral air.
Yeah, bring Pugsy into a sense of like security with all those missed N-sigs to take his stock. Stevenator holding onto the axe.
Finds that bread and butter combo, and then he follows up with another Sair and takes the stock off Steve.
Pugsy holding the guitars, taking an easy 2-1 lead over Stevenator. Holds onto the hammer and goes to the side of the island. Stevenator's going for some cheesy stuff right now with these N-sigs, just trying to get Pugsy's stock to end as soon as possible by tossing him off the side of the map. Another neutral sig. It's only going to be a while before Pugsy's used to it.
Nasty guitar change coming out from 9.
Ooh, but these N-sigs are actually landing, and Stevenator opting to go for them at any point as possible, but Pugsy doesn't seem to be afraid. He's still approaching Steve.
He goes for that ground pound, gets punished with the side air.
Ooh. Goes for a ground pound, but ends up landing the stage. Stevenator still staying on that side of the map in the shenanigan zone, going for gravy cancel N-sigs to do whatever he can to get Pugsy off the map, but instead gets hit by a side sig, and Pugsy takes it. A 2-stock lead over Stevenator, Game 1.
What a hot production we've seen. 3 stocks, we've seen Teros picks. Definitely, great show.
Yeah,
great show.
You know, it's interesting. The chat's pointing out a lot of snake-related things. In the
like Quetzalcoatl and all that.
Yeah. Not to mention that when she down sigs, it's actually a snake biting somebody.
I mean, it's pretty obvious there.
I didn't know. I actually never noticed. So it's interesting that they're pointing
guys,
those things
thanks
out.
for pointing it out.
I had no idea. I'm not too into the lore of Brawlhalla. I probably should be into the lore for the sake of professionalism.
I've read all of it.
You have?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
I have, and some of it is actually okay. I'm not a lore guy myself.
It's something
but
I
am a
do.
Brawlhalla guy, and one thing I know about Brawlhalla is that Stevenator is a player in Brawlhalla who loves swords.
Loves swords.
And now we're gonna see it.
And
loves
plays
swords,
Bodvar.
loves hammers. And he's got both of them in this game.
Picks
Maybe
up
things will play out
the
a little
sword,
bit differently.
Pugsy having the guitars. The player's boxing off, and he immediately goes for a neutral light to punish Pugsy's landing. Goes in for a side light, but Pugsy's getting in with some neutral lights and recoveries of her own. Both players find themselves in the yellow.
Ooh, Pugsy finds that down air. Gets the neutral, gets him into the middle of the shenanigan zone, goes for the side stick to try and get some even more pressure out there, maybe even secure a kill, but doesn't work. Back into the shenanigan zone. I think Pugsy's feeling pretty comfortable. Goes for the recovery, but Stevenator sees it coming, and he spot dodges it.
Ooh, goes for a neutral signature to punish Pugsy, but Pugsy doesn't run into it, but doesn't get punished himself. Gets hit by a recovery, launches into the air. Stevenator using all of his jumps and a recovery.
And another recovery takes the stock off Steve.
Stevenator just using those jumps, I think, a little bit too much, too soon, too early.
I think he wants to stay away from center stage right now.
Absolutely.
Because Pugsy's just gonna keep hitting him at that angle with that recovery.
Yeah, not so much with the guitars. Oh no, Stevenator goes down low and he's getting hit by side
And this
sticks.
could be a gimp.
That's
it
the
could
stock?
be a gimp. He gets back onto the stage. Oh!
He doesn't actually touch the stage. misjudges his air dodge timing, dodges in place,
It's seppuku.
and
Stepping.
takes his own stock.